Oh, I did this wrong. This asshole who keeps parking himself all the way the fuck up is really fucking this up. And I don't think you live here, bro. In fact, I am 100% sure you don't fucking live here.
This route avoids road closures in 0.75 miles. You're on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 5.
Shut up. What's my fuck? Take the 10. Let's take the fucking 10, man.
It's a Thursday morning. It's a pre-Friday. It's April the 18th, 2024. I'm Woody. That's Ravy.
Good morning.
What's Greg Gorey?
What's up, Woody?
Week won't end, Greg.
No.
It refuses to die.
No, it really won't end.
Last week when this week is
right there with you.
Yeah.
Remember how last week went by? This week's not going by.
Yeah, this week is just stalled.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's chugging.
All day yesterday, I thought it was Thursday.
Yeah.
I would wake up today and go, wait, today's Thursday?
Yeah.
I was with you because I had a meeting, which I thought was Thursday, and I thought yesterday was Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
But here we are.
you don't know.
No, that's just today.
Yep.
Now you get to meet today.
There's Menace. We got Seabass. We got Sammy.
Good morning.
Phones are open 877-44 Woody. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. So this Boeing whistleblower, not the one who mysteriously died.
Right.
Not that one. This is a different
That
one.
was a
This guy's an
different one.
engineer
The
for
one
company.
Who
I don't
died
know if
was
you saw
about
anything
working
the story, but
conditions.
He testified for this Senate subcommittee about how Boeing hid problems with the manufacturing process, and they started pushing pieces together with excessive force to make it appear that gaps don't exist. Now the gaps, they say, are small, like typically the width of a human hair.
Okay.
But
So you would think, okay, whatever, but they said, he was explaining that when you're operating at 35,000 feet, it can be the difference between life and death. And he provided presentations by other engineers on the difficulties the mechanics have encountered assembling the fuselages of the 777s. Those are the big ones.
Okay.
Those 777s are massive because the parts wouldn't align. And he said, quote, I literally saw people jumping on the pieces of the airplane to get them to align.
Oh my God.
And then he said when he brought this information up to his superiors,
Like internally.
he says that he received physical threats, and his boss even said to him at one point during a meeting, quote, I would have killed someone who said what you said.
Oh my God. I didn't hear that part.
Well,
You're talking about life and death
We're
stuff,
talking
man.
about freaking airplanes,
Right.
guys.
And safety.
And then they
Yeah.
moved him to another department or something because he was pointing these things out.
I mean, is there
Like, I think they shuffled him around.
also, is there that much in bonuses where if you get
Oh, I'm sure.
complete,
I'm sure.
That's
that
freaky.
people are willing to kill each other over it?
yeah. Is he going into some kind of protection?
I know.
But- And the thing is, like, he says he wants to continue working at Boeing because he's protected under the whistleblower, whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Just walk away.
Yeah, it's like there's people who,
Your security guards going out in the parking lot?
He wants to be sure you guys are safe.
like people who sue their company for their job back. Like, why would you want that job back? And I know sometimes they're just trying to get the back pay or what they were owed, or
Yeah.
that I understand. But like, this guy really wants to stay working at Boeing, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, just report and then find a new job.
Go work at Airbus.
Or he wants to make things better.
Go work
Yeah,
every
he
year.
wants to improve what's
Yeah.
going on at Boeing.
Work at Citation.
Celebrate it.
But do you want to work with the same person who threatened to kill you?
No, that's a lie.
Well,
No.
maybe he's thinking like, oh, those people are out.
Yeah,
Because
that
apparently-
dude's gonna get
Oh, yeah,
fired.
they're out.
The
apparently,
threatener.
From what I heard, they used to have a whole different management system.
Yes.
And then it changed.
Right, that's what they said. Like, the engineers used to actually be in charge of both.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
now it's bean count.
That was years ago, though.
Yeah. But like once
Yeah.
it switched over to bean count,
to being an
that's
accountant's
when you have the
paradise.
problems. That's
And
when
then-
you're jumping on planes
Yeah.
trying to
Because they
get
won't.
stuff to fit.
That's every company.
Yeah, because everything
so
is
There you
too
go.
expensive.
Except, you know,
Don't.
we're talking about 35,000
Like, are you fucking dumb?
miles an hour.
We're talking about Gregory's safety.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his hand wrapped around his seatbelt, pulling
Yeah.
it as tight as possible.
Thinking that the tighter he holds on, the safer it is.
Right.
True.
Right.
At least from
Because
turbulence.
that's the thing. Hey, speaking of being on planes, it looks like the phasing out of reclining seats has begun. Airlines, they're updating their planes, and as they're doing that, they're replacing them with seats that are in a fixed position. And there's a number of reasons for that. Number one, the seats don't, they're not
There's no
reclining,
fucking
so they
room
don't have the
to
mechanical
recline.
parts. That means less maintenance. Also, the seats, they're lighter because they don't have all that stuff.
All the mechanisms.
Which means that they keep their fuel costs down. And another big reason is reclining causes a lot of issues with passengers and flight attendants.
True.
You know, people getting pissed because the person in front of them is reclining into their, quote, limited space.
Right.
Spilled drinks, damaged electronics, things like that. So
Hair all over you.
they say eventually if you want to recline, you're going to have to buy a first class seat. Those will still recline.
I do hate it when the person reclines in front.
I haven't reclined in years.
I always recline.
You do?
I don't think I can get through a flight without reclining.
But you are the smallest person in here.
Yeah, but
doesn't matter
Every
on the
seat, even in coach.
Reclining.
I'm
it's
saying, but even every seat in coach is plenty of room.
sure, but I find it so uncomfortable because they put the headrests and it hits me just right in the wrong spot that pushes my head forward.
There's
and
no
I'm
way
very
that your head is that
uncomfortable,
high
so
on the
I have
seat.
to lean back. No, it's too low is the problem. Like, it doesn't sit in the cushion the way it's supposed to. So it hits on an awkward spot that pushes me forward,
Or
so
Sammy's
I
head.
need to recline.
Where Sammy's head lands is everybody else's lumbar support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about little people problems. Like, average Joe.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, man, for kids, like, every seat's first class. You can stretch out.
Yeah.
There's, you know.
I'm glad you brought it up because they need to redesign the seats to give you lumbar support. Have you noticed that airplane seats kind of go backwards at the lumbar
Yes, they
area?
go out.
They should
Yeah.
go forward. You know what I mean? They should,
I see.
They should bulge out.
So instead of
they go,
the curve going in, the curve should come out like a baby bump.
As you get off a flight, your back is killing you.
And can we just get rid of the headrests? We don't need them. Just be a chair.
That is for safety reasons.
I like the headrest because you can take the little wings of them and pull them out, and it's just enough tension
Oh, yeah?
that you can lean your head on it. I always thought, like, oh, it's just going to push it straight back. They figured it out. They have just enough tension to
If
hold
you're
your head
tall
back.
enough, maybe I just need to bring something to
Maybe
sit
you
on
need
to
a
make me
booster
taller.
seat.
Yeah, bring a
Phone
booster.
book or something.
Yeah.
Bring a
Where are you going to get a
booster.
phone book?
Bring a pillow.
What's a phone book?
It's a phone book.
Yeah, bring a booster seat. Bring a squatting potty.
Yeah.
Sit on that.
So no more reclining. I did see there was a picture. Somebody got on the plane, and you know how like you go to a restaurant, if you have a coat on, sometimes you'll drape it over the back of your chair.
Yeah.
That's what somebody did with their airplane seat. And so their jacket was like basically hanging in front of the person behind
Oh, yeah?
the screen. And they're like, "Are you serious?" The flight attendant came out and said, "Yeah, you can't do that."
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that today.
The person whose screen they were blocking didn't want to be confrontational, whatever, and just didn't say anything. Waited for the flight attendant to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go, I think.
But people are oblivious.
They are.
I'd be hitting the ding button.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oblivious.
People
That
on
or
planes
just
are
really long
fucking
hair,
retarded.
kind of put their hair.
I'd be hitting the ding button.
One of my biggest pet peeves.
Or we've seen pictures where, you know, the person in the row behind you sticks their bare foot or their soft
Their
foot
big fucking
in between
bare
the seats, like
foot.
so on your armrest.
Yeah, it's so weird.
You know, and like all of a sudden your elbow's hitting something, you look, and it's the person behind you's foot.
That's when I accidentally lose control of my drink.
Yeah.
Whoops. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I just yipped all over your foot.
Yep. 877-44-WOODY is the phone number. Hit us up with a text. You can send that over to 22987.
The Woody Show. We'll be right back. Now here's where it gets really good. Just look at Greg Gorey. Some much-needed time to think about everything he's gonna vacuum when he gets home later.
Yes.
The Woody Show. We'll be right back. Albany, LA's LA's new alternative. Can't afford coach.
Chasing our pleasures here, dug our treasures there. Can we still recall the time we cried?
Who hurt you? She gets high!
facing charges now. Charges filed against the guy include 2 counts of willful, deliberate, attempted murder of a peace officer, and then 10 counts of assault with a machine gun or assault weapon.
What's the difference between a police officer and a peace officer? I hear the difference. They mention it in the news, like on a peace officer. Is that
I thought they were
police?
identical. Is it
interchangeable?
I believe it's interchangeable. I'll have to Google that.
Doc, can somebody explain the difference to me? What's the difference between a police officer and a peace officer?
Yeah, I'd like to know as well. The guy stayed on that rooftop for 3 hours this past Saturday night before surrendering. Whole thing forced residents to shelter in place, and he pleaded not guilty.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
To all those charges.
That's not here.
So he'll be in court on May 13th.
Forget the video and all the pictures and everything else, clearly showing that, yes, you did this.
Yeah, forget that it was actually me.
No, I didn't do it. Not me, bro.
That's why we need the
Didn't do it.
robot, dude. Send in the robot straight to the roof.
Oh, yeah, the
Take
robot
that
dog.
down in 2 seconds.
Exactly. A research company, they're called Kalinowski Equity Research. They looked at fast food restaurants in California to see how much menu prices have gone up now that our minimum wage for fast food workers went up to $20. Some numbers. Chipotle raised prices by an average of 7.5%. Starbucks prices in California up 7%. Wendy's hiked theirs up by 8%. And Taco Bell raised some prices by about 3%. Burger King at 2%.
I think In-N-Out's the only one who raised it by 35 cents.
Yeah, exactly. And then even though McDonald's warned that they would be forced to raise prices, they actually haven't done it, at least not yet. They also said that in addition to the higher prices on the menu, this new law has led a lot of job cuts in the fast food industry here in California. No surprise. One California lawmaker pushing for a bill that would give schools the authority to suspend or even expel students who cyberbully fellow students while outside of school and outside of school hours. That lawmaker is Josh Lowenthal. He is Jewish, and he's pushing the bill because somebody at his daughter's school sent her a swastika through social media. So he wants students who cyberbully to
Fucking
get
asshole
suspended or
kids, dude.
expelled. But against the idea, somebody that he used to support big time, the ACLU, they say that suspensions and expulsions are racially biased and that they should be used as a last resort because they are, quote, a school-to-prison pipeline.
Hey, we have somebody that we work with, daughter at their school, has basically just been shunned by all her friends because she's Jewish. And the big thing, especially with the younger folks, is like this whole like pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, anti-Jew thing. And so like she's having a really hard time. It sucks. Awful.
What year is this?
She's an adult, right?
Right.
And these are
Has
like
nothing to do with that.
these are her quote friends, you know.
Right.
Wow. Well, that is what's happening.
What's the forecast looking like today, Sam?
Partly cloudy today, high of 78 in the valley, 76 for downtown,
You guys are
69
fucking assholes.
60s along the coast.
It is a throwback Thursday. Chemical Brothers, this is Galvanize. It is the Woody Show.
You are just taking your fucking time, huh? Fucking semi. Come on, Mexico, let's go. Like, there's a difference between closing the fucking express lanes and closing the fast lane, you fucking pricks. Especially closing for miles when you're not working on it. Why'd you assholes close the fast lane? You go, man! one of your assholes told you to close a fast lane and fucking someone was an idiot. Oh, well, keep the fast lane closed. Fucking assholes, dude. Zero sugar shit anyway. That's not any as bad for them.
So there's this other story. I saw this one this morning. This high school student in Ohio. She's going to miss out on her senior prom because she has been suspended. She brought a bag of Taki snack chips to school, and they're not allowed because there's a teacher there at the school who's severely allergic. And so, I mean, to the point where like parents and students had to sign a form acknowledging that at the beginning of the school year, like you do not bring these types of chips or whatever. Yeah. So it turned out the story was a friend had given her the chips on the school bus because she was starving. She was so hungry. She's like, here, you can have these. She ate all but 2 of the chips, got to school, brought the bag inside the building, finished the last 2 chips, went to class. Principal called her down to the office and asked if she had ate the chips, and she's like, yeah. And they suspended her for 5 days, and now she also doesn't get to go to prom.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One person ruins it for everyone.
Corn? I don't know.
Like, I wonder what you can't bring into this school. I mean, it can't be just Takis.
Well, I found out that it was Takis, but they kept saying corn chips. I'm imagining it's some kind of...
So, like, Fritos.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, you let her go to prom, right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she did it with,
On purpose.
malevolent intentions.
Yeah,
right?
she wasn't trying to screw this
Trying
teacher.
to, send this teacher into shock.
Yeah.
That
I guess
was
you just
my-
can't bring it into the school. Like you can have them on the bus
Yeah.
or outside of the school. You just can't bring them into the school. My cousin's daughter had a very severe egg allergy to the point where she would have anaphylactic whatever reaction.
Right.
Shock.
Yeah, anaphylactic shock when so like her dad and her brother would go out because couldn't have eggs in the house, but they would do this kind of like guys breakfast on the weekend at some point, and before they can even come back in the house, they had to like rinse their mouths with Listerine and stuff before they can even walk in because even the egg on their breath, and they realized that because like they came home one time and the dad gave her a kiss on the cheek.
Breakfast.
On the cheek, and she broke out into this anaphylactic shock thing. Had to get the pen out, the whole thing, and
Scary.
And she's what's crazy? She's been doing this therapy stuff for it for years now. She's like 18 now, and I guess no more egg allergy.
Awesome. Yeah, you get exposed to it slowly.
Yeah, I don't know what the treatment was, but it took a long time. But at least now, because I remember every time like my mom would have a gathering at the house, my mom was scouring the ingredients of every chip that was put out,
Right, because think about how many things eggs are in, right?
tons of
Everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff.
Because they're so versatile and awesome.
Right. Exactly. They're basically nature's
Yeah,
green.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't care about your gluten desires. You know what I mean? But like when it comes to stuff that like all of a sudden you're going to be in anaphylactic shock, can't breathe.
Yeah. We'll make sure we
Need a
don't
heavy
serve it.
pen.
Yeah, so did she go her whole life without going to restaurants to that point? Because then the restaurants serve eggs.
They really didn't. I mean, they would go like eat outside, certain places, order certain things.
That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
But for her to be that allergic and now not be allergic at all, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like she's eating eggs. You know what I mean? But like she could be
Right,
around.
but she could go to a restaurant.
Yeah. She's not getting the 3-egg omelet.
Right.
That's the first president of Facebook, Sean Parker, where they made the movie about him. Justin Timberlake played him. He's like allergic, I think, to like 23 different things.
Yeah.
So he spends a lot of his money on research to help people with this type of stuff to get them over it, so they won't be allergic anymore.
Did you guys ever get like an allergy test?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, that sucks.
With all the pricks in your back.
So you're
Yeah, the practice on the scrapes and the yeah, mine was on my
That
back.
was on my.
Man, that sucked.
It was not fun.
No, we had to have my son do that because we thought like because he kept getting these like rashes and stuff, and you feel awful watching that as a parent. Oh God, I remember doing it.
Was he
And
allergic
I'm
to
not-
anything?
No, and I'm not allergic to anything either.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure it out. They're like, oh, maybe it's laundry detergent. But like, would that start out of nowhere? Like we've been using the same crap for since he was a baby, and then all of a sudden, well, it's changed and that's but I was fine again. So who knows? John Tate Porter, one of the Toronto Raptors players.
Oh no.
He's been banned for life from the NBA because of gambling, and this is something you're going to see more and more of.
Yeah,
These
I
guys
think
get
so.
into
Yeah.
major trouble. The league says that he was giving bookies and gamblers info about confidential information like injuries and stuff. Also limiting his own participation in one or more games, and he was even betting on his own team.
Oh, dude.
In one case, they noticed an unusual number of bets had been placed on games where he left early after just a few minutes. Weird.
Yeah, there was something that really put them on the radar where it was like a parlay, and they bet like $80,000 and it had a payout of $1 million involving FanDuel. And I think that was the one that got him busted.
Yeah. I mean, this wasn't like some major player. I think he was like a backup
No,
forward.
he's very small time.
Yeah. And he wasn't one of
Like
these
this
guys
is the
making like
first
30
time his
million.
name's out there.
Yeah, but still,
Everyone's like, who?
He was making like $2.5 million a year. And so that's over.
oh my god.
Like these guys, it was the argument back in the day with like what was the running back for the Dolphins? Was Ricky Williams his name?
Yeah.
Okay, like Ricky Williams like screwed his NFL career because he just couldn't
He just wouldn't stop
smoking weed. Like how long is the NFL career?
Yeah.
The average player plays for what? How many?
4.
All right.
Like the average career is 4.
Let's just say you played 10 years. you can't make a boatload of money for 10 years, and think about all the things that people would do for $1 million. Like, hey, Greg,
Most people won't see $1 million in their life.
Greg, would you give a blowjob to a cricket for $1 million?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. You probably would do it. Like, people are willing to do all kinds of really foul things. You get to play a game that you've been playing since you were a kid for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And all sorts of fame and everything else. You can't not smoke weed just until you're done playing. And then you can smoke yourself to death. I didn't understand that at the time. Now, they don't care
even
as
have
much.
to go as far back as Ricky Williams.
Right.
Just talk about Rasheed Rice.
Oh, yeah.
That
there's
happened
another
within
guy.
a month.
Yeah.
You're a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, and you can't just not race Lamborghinis, crash into a bunch of
Right.
people, and then flee the scene.
Yep.
You can't
No.
detect. This is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm an NFL wide receiver. I probably shouldn't go racing in a rented Lamborghini.
Yeah. Dumb.
Or the countless DUIs.
Well,
You can't get Uber? Yeah.
I mean,
You're a multi-millionaire.
When every
You can't get a
NFL
limo?
team will provide you with the ride.
Right.
You don't even need to.
Yeah, get a limo.
it's very rare that any of the people who go back to high school, that any of these people who played sports at any kind of good level, college ball or certainly the pros, and not the smartest. We're not dealing with the valedictorians. You know what I mean?
But it's
we're not dealing with the
basics.
AP class people.
This is
But this is
mega basic.
racing
The jocks are
during
dumb.
traffic time.
They don't have to
Yeah.
go to many classes. They're not expected much when it comes to the
This is
academic
what,
stuff.
yeah.
No one's saying Rasheed
Most of them
Rice
are dumb as
graduated
shit.
any classes.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. You hear half these guys talk, they can barely put a sentence together.
But they like getting paid, right?
But
You would think.
this is such base level common sense.
They want to, maintain their lifestyle, don't they?
You would think. Like this guy, a random NBA guy, making over $1 million. You know what? Let's bet.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's screw it up.
Let's bet, and let's bet big. And let's bet.
Let's get on everybody's radar.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna start, but all of a sudden, I feel like I tweaked it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna sit out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know too. Oh wait, just the bookies and the gamblers. Dumbass. The NFL draft, by the way, is 1 week from today.
25th.
FYI. 877-44-WOODY. If you want to call in and be part of things, hit us up with that text over to 22987.
The Woody Show returns after these messages. Call 98.7, LA's new alternative.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai
What are you fucking doing, asshole?
We all know those are some nice greens. So just imagine what they can do for your lawn. All you have to do is water and mow. And to top it off, when you sign up for an annual plan by April 20th, get one application free. Visit TrueGreen.com for the best lawn at the best price, guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
I love how music can pull you back to some moment in time. Critics rave The Greatest Hits is a music-infused romance that hits harder like notes. You met someone new. And the most original time travel story in years.
What if I can change that moment and the accident never happens?
Maybe it's time to start living in the present. Featuring music by Nelly Furtado, Beach House, Jimmy XX, and more. You coming? The Greatest Hits, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now streaming only on Hulu.
Hey,
Weston Limon. Question. Can you see yourself working as a registered nurse? The Marshall School of Nursing can provide you with the education and training to earn your associate's degree and become an RN. You can even earn your BSN degree.
Let's go, Alpha.
So listen, don't wait. The spring classes are enrolling now in Glendale, West Covina, Bakersfield, San Diego, and Riverside. Call the Marshall School of Nursing today at 866-NEW-CAREER. That's 866-639-2273 or visit mfnursing.com to learn more.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most. Attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, audio
we're
at
forced
iHeart.
to listen to
We're
this.
in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
What should we do with the broke propeller? What should we do with the broke propeller? Don't look at me, I wasn't driving. Thank you, you're not helping. I don't even know why you bought this boat. You told me that you loved this boat. That was before you wrecked the boat. Well, now you've made it awkward.
Accidents don't just happen in sea shanties, so Progressive Boat Insurance has you covered. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and not available for all boats or in all situations.
With spring Black Friday deals at the Home Depot, you can give your lawn or garden beds a pop of color and protection. Right now, get a special buy on Scott's Earth Grow Mulch, 5 bags for just $10. Help your soil retain moisture longer with color that lasts up to 12 months.
Dude, what is going
Shop
on
spring
there?
Black Friday deals for
Like, it's
special
just a
buy on
wall
Scott's
of
Earth Grow
idiocy.
Mulch, 5 bags for just $10 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Color selection varies by store. Limit 60 bags per customer while supplies last.
Your Toyota dealer's got just the thing for spring. Great offers on a Toyota car, truck, or SUV that's just right for you. So now's the time to check out a stylish new Camry, powerful new Tundra, or versatile new RAV4. But here's the thing, spring will be gone before you know it. So don't wait. See your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Deciding to get a new car is a big deal. And deciding on the right new car that fits your lifestyle and budget is an even bigger deal. Fortunately, there's Toyota.com, where you can check out the latest offers on any new Toyota, search inventory, and locate a dealer. So to find the best deal on the Toyota that's just right for you, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We are answering the call of destiny.
This is the Woody Show.
We got the first alternative income keyword of the day. First $1,000 prize up for grabs just after 6 a.m. That goes every hour all the way through 6 p.m. today. Here on Alt 98.7, I already mentioned Wheel of Gas cards. So your chance of spinning with up to a year's worth of gas coming up at 8:10 this morning. Plus, of course, your Throwback Thursday request. It's up to those. You know the rules. It's got to be at least 10 years or older. We have to have it. We also have to agree that your request doesn't suck the root. Assuming it meets all that criteria, it's up for inclusion in this week's Throwback Thursday. Send your text over to 22987. That's 22987.
Of course you're turning left, asshole. You don't have another choice.
Up if you're in the middle of planning a wedding.
You don't need to put your fucking blinker on. There's a forced turn.
This is from a survey of 2,000 people who have gotten married over the last 3 years.
Fucking crackhead, dude.
I was thinking kind of the same thing.
Is this regrets over the wedding or
No,
over
not the
getting
person
married?
about this is
Jesus fucking
the
Christ.
wedding itself.
Okay.
Yeah. The planning made the list. Like they feel they didn't plan enough or wish they had hired a wedding planner instead of doing it themselves. 60% said they
wedding
spent
planner
over
was the
4
best
months
thing we ever
planning.
did.
17% spent over a year.
Yeah.
The scheduling of the event itself, like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. They said just everything felt too rushed.
Yeah.
You know, and then you don't remember anything. The whole thing's over in a blink of an eye.
100% true. You don't talk to everybody.
No, especially if the guest list is too big, which also the guest list made the list of things that people regret. They just invited too many people.
That's so true. You invite all your parents' friends.
Yep.
Why? Yeah. The total cost of everything, you think that'd be higher on the list?
This would be number one.
The location. This ended up not loving the venue or regret making it a
Weather in Ontario, California.
Right now in Ontario, it's 56 degrees and clear. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 79 and a low of 52.
Do it, be done. All the